Hey, my name is MONIKA COLJA. I am from Slovenia and I'm graduating this year from the Swedish School of Textiles. Actually got interested in fashion at a very early age, and that is mostly because of my mom. She works as a seamstress in a theater. So coming to her workplace was my first encounter with this world. And seeing it through the eyes of a child was very fascinating, and it quickly became one of my favorite things to do. Yeah, and to be honest, I must admit that I still do it to this day whenever I am home and I have the chance and I have the time. Yeah, but back then seeing the sketches from the costume designers was really fascinating for me, and that really influenced my drawings as a kid, as they all turned into attempts at fashion sketching. First of all, thank you for the compliment. I haven't really thought about that word before, artisanal, but that's a very good way of putting it, because it's also at the same time recognizing the amount of work and effort. So thank you for that. Um, but in general, in terms of the technique, I must say that I had an interest to work with print and texture from the very beginning. I really wanted to make my own textiles, or at least try to make my own textiles. Um, yeah, and I just started experimenting with the techniques I learned at the school, but tried to use them a bit differently to create a layered and textured surface. And looking back now, I have always had the idea of the peeling wallpaper in the back of my head, the way it peels over time and reveals something else underneath. And that naturally connected to the idea of a layered textile. Um, yeah, but over time, the technique and my method of working developed to this point where I could actually use the screen printing techniques, to actually assemble garments and fuse the different layers together. So within my graduate collection, there has been no sewing altogether in the main garments. I think anyone who appreciates beauty, fragility, and would just connect to any of it. I don't think there is a specific idea of a person who would wear it. I think it's very individual, um, what we like and what we choose to wear. But in terms of a celebrity, I think I would very much like to see Harry Styles. He basically reminds me of a young Mick Jagger, and I think in both of them, what I really admire and appreciate is the masculine and feminine energy going on at the same time. So in regards to that, even when my collection is designed towards a woman's body, I think, for example, the pink floral suit is really something that I would be interested to see him wear, and I think he would pull it off, and it would be very exciting. Yeah, the last 2 years have definitely been a growing period for me. I learned so many things, but also about me as a person and a designer, of course. Um, but the biggest lesson I can think of right now is the power of community and the open exchange of ideas. I think I have never been in such a close group of people working together, sharing their ideas, helping each other, and that I think that is a very important lesson for everyone. Like, we need to share and help each other, and we all get much further than we would on our own. This is a bit of a hard one. Can I maybe choose two? So I think definitely one would be the pink floral suit. So I have the jacket here. As you can see, when it lies flat, or when it's not on a body, it lies completely flat. Yeah. And this is due to the fact that I have been using print to assemble garments. So in that way, I had to use flat garment construction to work with it on a printing table. Yeah, but I think in this one, I really like the materials and the colors and just how everything came together. I think it works very well. And I love how it looks on a body. It completely changes from this flatness, of course. But yeah, just this feeling of floating when you see it in real life on a body. I think it's really nice to see. And then the other one would be another jacket. It's very different in the language from the first one, but it shows clearly the way I have been working. So you can see the different fused layers and the different lines coming together to build the jacket. Yeah, and I think that's why I really like it. I think it really says something about how this has been made. What I love most about fashion is the expression of individuality it offers. Well, I think the primary function of clothing is actually to hide and protect our choices in fashion, and what we wear actually reveals a lot. Yeah, and that's very intriguing for me. It's actually much like the wallpaper, revealing the different aspects and layers of one's personality.